However, Ben clicked off the MPD, and he said, "But I cannot argue with that. I believe we have to get a little more closer."
I'm glad you said that. Follow me,
Cruel said. So Ben and Taylor did. It looked like the inspector was trying to make his grand entrance. Cruel then said,
"Watch and learn. I'll be watching him like a hawk and he wouldn't even know."
So she went in, following him. The inspector was not aware of Cruel's presence. Ben and Taylor watched her. The inspector looked like he was trying to do something, but Cruel said,
"Already out on a late-night rendezvous?"
The inspector froze. "Well, well, Inspector," Benjamin said. "I can see that you must have been quite peeping on the little girls. You're very much of a naughty young man now, aren't you?" "What do you mean? I have a daughter. My wife died and I..." "Oh, and you're going to use that as an excuse?" "Preposterous. You alone are responsible for all of this atrocity towards women. You make me sick, Inspector. You also ruined many other lives, not just defiling the women, but also you've been brutally torturing others, haven't you?" The inspector pulled out his gun. "Help! Please! Someone's here to harass me. I'm not the one harassing you. You look like you're going to harass a girl now, aren't you?" That's when a girl's voice said,
"What? You? Inspector Lovell?" "You bastard!"
she cried out. The inspector fled. Ben followed behind. Cruel went after him. However, there were gunshots everywhere. Cruel pulled Ben and Taylor down.
"Get down,"
she said. "What is going on?"
"Seems there must be something going on."
When they looked, it was one of the victims, his father, the divorced guy. The divorced father, that is. He was shooting at the inspector. "I know it's you! I know it's you, you son of a bitch! You're the cause of all this!" However, with a cold, remorseless look on his face, the inspector pulled the trigger on his shoulder, but not before he pulled out a knife and just made a cross of a slash of the man's stomach. The father fell over, dead, and he was bleeding to death, so there was no point in saving him. Ben was shocked. After the inspector escaped, Ben went over and looked over. The man said, "Please, save my daughter. Help her, please." And then he died. Ben bowed his head. All of a sudden, the blood surrounded him, and he pounded the ground of blood with his fist as tears were streaming, and he said in that choked up, tough-like voice. Taylor was also taken aback, but he felt tears as well in his eyes as well. Ben was saying, everyone I know dies, even strangers, innocent strangers I don't even know of. I guess I'm falling into the Hallows curse. I'm cursed. I'm vexed. I'm vexed. More like hexed. Or maybe worse. I'm bewitched in such a negative manner. I never believed in curses, or witchcraft for that matter, but maybe I'm starting to believe it because all these bad things happened to me. Why go on? Ben said. I'll just hurt others. I'll just hurt other people. However, Cruel was calm. She put her hand on Ben's back, and she said, I know this isn't a good time to say it, but listen to me. There isn't any time for self-pity. What happened here was not your fault. Now get up. We have to hurry and get away from here before we're accused of this murder. Hurry. So, Cruel, Ben, and Taylor fled from the crime scene. It seems the inspector would return and make it seem like nothing happened, but he would soon cover this up. But Ben would see to it. Even though these people don't believe in the whole justice, they had forgotten about the MPD. Ben had too. He was just so obsessed with his own scientific work, he never bothered to look at it. He just didn't want to look at the past. He didn't want to look at it. He just couldn't. But what if there was something more to it? He had to do something about the Hiragi clan, and also of the Inspector Lovell. It wasn't going to be that easy. Well, that's it for now. Isn't this getting exciting? I'll see you guys next time. I'm Catherine Donovan. Catch you later.